What's going on, guys? It's Adonis, and today we're doing a speed test between the 10.5-inch iPad Pro that just came out versus last year's 9.7-inch iPad Pro. Let's get into it. Now, if you guys are fans of tech and geek culture videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. So for those that don't know, this is going to be a phone buff style of speed test. So if you don't know who phonebuff is or the channel, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So essentially it's an obstacle course. We have a timer set. We go through each individual application, opening them, and then we set a lap time. And then after that lap, we go through the same applications to see how well the RAM holds up in multitasking. Now within this test, I did include Antutu and Geekbench 4, so you will see those numbers as well. And at the very end of the test, I will be adjusting the time due to human error. And that would include things like mishaps. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, guys, so first up is the Facebook application. Now they are running on the same Wi-Fi network, so the speeds, the loading times on Facebook are very, very similar. Next, we're going right into the App Store. Now, the iPad 10.5 is running iOS 10.3.2, so the App Store is still the same. All right, next up we have the iTunes Store. Same thing with the App Store, same software, very similar load times. Now we're on to the gaming row. We have Implosion as the first game. Very nice visuals, and you see that the 10.5 does load a little bit faster, right into Subway Surfers. And it seems as if this is kind of where the iPad Pro 10.5 starts to pull away. So load Subway Surfers fairly quickly. We're into Angry Birds 2. And now on this one is where it starts to pull away even further, as we're almost closing the entire app before the iPad 9.7 can actually load the loading bar. Now we're into Super Mario Run, one of my favorite games on the iPhone, obviously on the iPad, full size. And same thing here, it doesn't seem like the iPad 9.7 can catch up. All right, so the 9.7 is caught up. We're on the same app finally, but I did leave Super Mario Run on the 10.5 a little bit too soon, so that will be deducted. But we're into the camera app, we're into Motor Trend, loading this site. And this site is very, very complex. It has a lot of photos, text, and video in this website. Now the 9.7, we're finally past the splash screen on Super Mario Run. We're able to exit it and get into the Photos application. And 10.5 is finally on Pages, jumping into Keynote, and finally into iMovie. And the 10.5 annihilates that so quick, right into Geekbench 4, right in the first benchmark of the test. So 9.7 just finishes up Motor Trend, gets into Pages, opens up Keynote, and we're finally about to get into iMovie to render out that 720 clip. And you can see that it's actually loading it significantly slower than the 10.5-inch variant. So we're finally done with the movie. We're going right into Geekbench as Antutu on the 10.5 is finally wrapping up, going into Calendar and into Mail, and about to finish its first lap in 9 minutes, roughly 7 seconds. And we're gonna go right back into Facebook doing the multitasking round, and it just opens every single app exactly where I left it. Incredible. This thing is a monster, considering the fact that we did 2 benchmarks. Being able to still hold all these apps in RAM really shows how Apple's optimized this device. And the 9.7 is finally getting into Mail and finishing up its first lap, when the 10.5 is about to finish its second lap, and it's completely done right now, 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Now the 9.7-inch on its second lap cannot hold any application other than Facebook in memory. All these apps are relaunching completely from the beginning, and it's costing it significant time on its multitasking round. And because of Geekbench and Antutu utilizing more resources out of the iPad, it just didn't have enough RAM to spare to hold these apps. And we end with a final time of 11 minutes and 44 seconds. Now I wanna know your thoughts on the 10.5-inch iPad Pro. Did you think it was gonna be that big of a difference to the prior 9.7-inch? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button, show your boy some love, and if you wanna check out my last video, the link will be right here to the side. All right guys, till next time. See you later.